Welcome to KPMG's accounting update on EITF Issue 16A. Today we will provide an update on the current status of this project and the conclusions reached by the task force to date. My name is Vicki Pollack, and I'm a Senior Manager in KPMG's Department of Professional Practice. Issue 16A addressed the presentation of restricted cash and restricted cash equivalents within the statement of cash flows, with the intent to reduce diversity in practice. At the September 22, 2016 meeting, the task force reached a final consensus that restricted cash should be added to the statement of cash flows. This means that the statement of cash flows will include cash and cash equivalents as well as restricted cash. The task force also reached a final consensus that the total of cash and cash equivalents and restricted cash will be required to be reconciled from the statement of cash flows to the balance sheet. This will be a required reconciliation if the amounts are included in more than one line item on the balance sheet. Entities are also required to disclose information about the nature of restrictions on its cash and cash equivalents. Consistent with its past discussions, the task force didn't include a definition of restricted cash or cash equivalents in the final consensus. It's important to note that any changes made to a company's accounting policies related to defining restricted cash would represent a change in accounting policy. This change would be accounted for similarly to any other accounting change under U.S. GAAP, including preferability considerations. Such changes would not be considered part of the adoption of the guidance in this EITF issue. Entities would be required to adopt the guidance on a retrospective basis. Transition disclosures would be required in the interim and annual period of adoption. The final consensus would be effective for public business entities in interim and annual periods beginning after December 15, 2017. For all other entities, it would be effective for annual periods beginning after December 15, 2018, and interim periods in fiscal years beginning after December 15, 2019. Early adoption would be permitted. Thank you for listening to KPMG's accounting update on EITF Issue 16A.